I made this several years ago. It's made out of resin and I used a balloon. It did take quite a while. But what I want to see today is if I can make one using ResinCrete. Now I know you can with plaster of Paris because plaster of Paris sets a little bit quicker. I've got my balloons. All I need to do now is mix up my ResinCrete. And if I can get this shape to work, what I'm then going to do is coat the outside of it with Decoretch and see if I can get a really stone-like finish to it. I'm going to need quite a bit of ResinCrete for this, I think. So I'm going to mix up 400 grams. Hopefully that should be enough. Actually, yeah, they're not too bad a size balloons, so I think that might be enough. I'm going to do 400 grams. I'm going to stick with 400 grams. So that means I'm going to need 120 grams of water because it's 30 to 100. There we go. And now I'm going to go in there with my fork and get this mixed up with my little silicone fork. These come with my kit and it really does mix up ResinCrete so much better than anything else. So that's nicely mixed up now. There shouldn't be any lumps in that at all. And what I'm going to do is while that's setting up a little bit, I'm going to leave that about 4 or 5 minutes just to firm up a little bit more before I start to pour. And obviously I need to pour it into a ready blown up balloon. Yeah, that should be fine now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into this bottle and you'll see why in a second. Forgive that neck a little bit of a clean. Right, so that's all in there now. And what I can do is start to push that ResinCrete into that balloon like this. Now this should take about 20 minutes to fully cure, 25 minutes maybe now. Obviously I need this to go all the way around this balloon. Right, I think that's empty. Take that off there. Iron knot in that. And now all I'm going to do is spend the next 20 minutes listening to some music and moving this around in here to ensure that it's fully covered until it goes hard. So I'll listen to some music, I think, while I'm doing that. Well, you can actually feel when it starts to go hard because it gets really warm and it expands more. But I have cracked it. I don't think I had enough ResinCrete in there. Can you see? Or it's gone more to the bottom. I haven't done enough around here, though. I don't think I've moved it around enough. You can already see where I'm chipping it off. But actually, I don't mind that because it still might come out okay. But it gets warm. It's lovely and warm. Toasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there and leave that now to fully cure and dry off. And I'm going to try another one. I should be able to use this same bottle. I'll do it with the same amount of ResinCrete as I did before. And I'll see if I can move it around a little bit more this time so it doesn't all sit in one place. Well, as I was moving it, I actually burst the balloon. There's the bits that broke off, but actually it's given quite a decent depth in there, and I quite like that. And I quite like that shape that it's gone into. So I am going to let that cure off properly again now, and then while I'm doing the other one. Well, this one's been drying now for 30 minutes, and I concentrated more around this area and the base rather than the top. So let's have a look. Oh, well, that one has come out even better, I think. Did make me jump. I'm going to take some of these really thin bits off. Oh, I like that. I think that's come out really pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these two for 24 hours now to fully cure, or maybe a couple of days to make sure that they're fully cured on the outside and all the way through before I go on to the next stage with using the Decoretch on them and how else I'm going to decorate and what else I'm going to do with them. And I think you're going to love them. I think they're going to look amazing. Well, these are lovely and dry now, but now I need to put a base on them. This one I think is fine. That actually doesn't need a base on it. It sits really well like that. But this one, I am going to put a base on it so it sits like that before I trim this top up. So all I've got here is a little plastic lid. So I've got my ResinCrete mixed up, and all I'm going to do now is pour that into there and then place that on top of that and let any that doesn't need to be there scoop out. And there we go. All I need to do is clean that up around those edges so it's got a nice neat connection, and then leave that to cure up. So I'm now ready to put my Decoretch on this. I'm going to give it just a light sand all the way over, really just to give it a key. You don't have to do this bit if you don't want to. You don't have to put the ResinCrete on it, but I think it's going to look awesome with it on there. So I'm quite happy with that, giving that a bit of a clean off. Now I'm just going to go along, put some very light lines in it, and then mix up my Decoretch. This is a different mix than what we use for the ResinCrete. This is 5 to 1. So 5 times the powder to 1 of the liquid. It's so hot in here today. I think this will cure quite quickly. So I'm going to use 200 grams of Decoretch, which is actually quite a lot. Maybe I won't use 200 grams. Maybe I'll use 150. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's going to work. So 150. So that means I need 30 grams of the liquid. Now I can always add more to it afterwards if I don't feel this is enough. And now I can give that a mix. I put down my little silicone fork and I can't find it for the life of me. It's probably sitting right in front of me. Am I the only one that does that, or do other people do that? I cleaned it and now I can't find it. Now this is a bit liquidy at the moment, so what I'm going to do is, before I start to put that on, I'm going to leave it to thicken up for about 10 minutes. So now that's all ready, I'm just going to give this a quick spray with water. And that's so it doesn't just suck all that water in really, really quickly. And now all I'm going to do is take my ResinCrete Decoretch like this and put it on this outside. I want it to be textured. That's the whole point of putting this on. So I don't need it to be all smooth and even. Yeah, I think I may have to mix a little bit more up. That's not a problem. Just putting a layer on a few millimeters thick. Pushing it on to make sure I've got a really good contact with the ResinCrete underneath. And we know when we etch this that the etching fluid isn't going to affect the ResinCrete, because I've done several tests on that anyway. It's only going to etch where I've put this Decoretch. So I'm going to quickly mix some more up, finish this off, and then leave it to cure. Now I want to leave this to cure for 24 hours before I do any etching to it. Well, these are lovely and dry now, and I can get on with them. Now this one, I can start etching, and what I'm going to do is start soaking that like that in my 2 times strength vinegar and just leave that in there. I could do with a bigger bowl, but unfortunately I don't have one and I don't have enough vinegar. So doing it like this is going to ensure that I get a good soak in. It just means I'm going to have to soak it and then scrub it and then soak it. This one I love, absolutely love, but I want to even up this top. I don't want that to look like a cracked and broken top, unlike the other one. So all I'm doing is getting some cups on here, pencil like that, and now I'm just going to go round like this and draw a line. And now I know that if I cut that line off all the way around there, then I'm going to have a nice finished top to it that's even, because I did it on those cups. Now you could go around this with a knife, but I'm going to be using my Dremel because I want to try and do this quite quickly. It will make a lot of dust, but I can clear that up. So that's all cut now, and it's lovely and even. It is actually quite smooth. But what I'm going to do is just go round it and round off this using a piece of sandpaper, a file sandpaper, like this. And this comes in my kit, which is linked in the description below. You get a couple of these in my kit. So I'm just going around, gently going over that, and then I will smooth it out and round that off. Got a lovely ring to it. So now that's all done, what I'm going to do is give this a coat of the gloss sealer by ResinCrete. It is the best sealer out there. I use it for so many different things, including decoupage. It is amazing for napkins and decoupage. You can get matte or gloss. I like the gloss. How I'm going to do that is with the sponge that comes with it, because that way you don't get any brush marks. If you leave 24 hours between your coats and do 2 or 3 coats, then it will make it waterproof. I'm not too bothered about this being waterproof because I'm probably going to use it to put a plant pot in or something like that, but I want it to be glossy. I'm really liking that plastic lid on that base, and it's stuck on there so well. I'll definitely be using those again. What they are is little Petri dishes, and I use them for quite a few things. I've always got quite a lot of them about, and they're so cheap. And that has come out really glossy already, and it's only had 1 coat. There we go. And I'm also going to do the inside as well, just to protect it. Now, if you wanted to paint it, you could paint it as well using any really acrylic paints, but I'm not painting it. And then just wash your sponge out with a little bit of clear water, squeezing it out, and then you can use it again. So this one's been sitting in there for quite a while. You can already see the difference. All I'm going to do is give it a quick brush over using this to reveal that texture. Oh, it feels amazing as well. And now I'm going to soak it the other side. Oh, you can see the difference. Look, that's the textured side, and that's the one that we haven't textured or etched. Well, that's them completely finished now. This one has come out amazing, and it is so glossy. Not sure if the camera is picking up how glossy that is. Love that for a flower pot. Really simple to make as well. And that one, awesome. Look at the texture in that. And it feels like real stone, and it's very rustic, which is exactly how I wanted it. So the balloon certainly gave me the shapes that I was looking for. I've got a nice base on that one now, so it sits quite well on there, and it will certainly hold a pot in there. And that one has come out awesome. Look at the gloss finish on that. I really like the bottom, and I love the texture that it's got on the inside. I will be using those, that is for sure. You don't have to put the decor etch on this one. You could have left it as it was, but I think it looks nice. You could have even put some shapes into it to make it look like a dragon egg, I suppose. So if you've seen it done with plaster, and now I know it works equally as well with ResinCrete, and certainly has a great ring to it, and they're very sturdy and very hard. Let me know if you think I should try this again, but maybe do it as a dragon egg or something like that. Or turn it into something completely different. And also in the comments, let me know which one you like the best, or if you've had a go at this, or are going to have a go at this. I'll link everything in the description below, so you don't have to hunt for it. If I've got any discount codes, I'll link those in the description as well. Just be sure to check out the video that's coming up next on how to use your ResinCrete and get the best from it. You don't want to miss out on that. Boot the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.